Initiating startup sequence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now plugged in.
Hey guys, and thank you for tuning in. This is episode 250 of the Plug and Play podcast.
250.
250.
No,
I'm your host, Zach. Alongside me, as always, is Tim.
Welcome, minions. They
See, Tim?
say we'd never make it to 250.
Exactly.
Well, here's to all the haters.
All the haters were 250. And I did the intro different, and I didn't fuck it up.
I know. After 250 times, that's kind of amazing.
Exactly. So, Tim, we're drinking Pelican Brewery's IPA.
It was like a Brute or something, wasn't it?
No, it's like Flying IPA or something like that.
I thought
Flying
Brute was
Dirty.
in the description, like the champagne, like Brute.
Maybe, I don't know. I can't
It's
find it on the website.
It's the champagne of IPAs.
It's a champagne of IPA beers.
It's like the
Cheers.
Miller Lite of IPAs. Now that I'm looking at it, it does kind of have like a champagne-y head on mine.
Yeah, yours does.
Interesting
I like it.
aftertaste. It's kind of... It's good. I can't figure out the word I'm trying to think of for how it tastes at the end.
Okay.
Moving on.
Moving on. Sorry, I'm mesmerized by... I think my microphone... I think I need a new one of these again.
Did you get one or two new ones?
Just one.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah.
We have two mics, not one. So mine's all set and yours is being stupid.
Yeah. We're good. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We'll always be buying new audio equipment.
Yes, we will. Hey, Tim, what'd you do today?
I had Adventure Time Wednesday.
Oh, so don't grab your friends. You can't be friends till the very end.
You can, just... It's on a Wednesday.
No, that's a whole different group
You're
of
going
friends.
to break your mic in the middle of this podcast.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to sound terrible. So
I'll
it's
be
just,
like an old poet holding it up to my mouth, like when they did the skeletons. Like, what's that guy's name?
Hamlet?
Yeah,
Okay. Hamlet was like a beat poet?
sure.
Okay. So this week was just my son. My daughter's in a camp. Her only camp.
Of the summer, and it's at the very end.
It's kind of crazy. Like last year, I think she had 3, maybe 4. Now this year's only got 1.
It's insane.
It is. I miss both my kids having camp because that meant me and the missus could get away, and we haven't had that this year, so that sucks. Anyway, she's at camp. My son's with me. We had guys only Adventure Time Wednesday, and we started with some waffles because that's pretty much my favorite food. I had a savory waffle. He had a sweet waffle. His waffle was so sickeningly sweet. It was literally strawberries, Nutella, and like this really dense whipped cream.
That doesn't even sound good.
Well, you don't like sweets, so
No.
mine was good. Mine was like spinach and roasted peppers and some mushrooms.
Again, does not even sound good.
What?
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
You don't like veggies?
You just need some butter on your waffle, dude.
No, dude. I had Chèvre cheese instead. Goat cheese.
Okay, now that sounds good. I'd go for that.
And some bacon. You didn't let me
But you
finish.
just got done saying like bell peppers and shit
No, not bell peppers. Roasted peppers.
on top of your waffle.
Yes.
And just get rid of that shit and just put the bacon back on.
No, it was good.
You were
If
like
I-
we
if
were
I-
going down the same path, and then you
Zach.
veered a hard left.
If I put this in your mouth, you would like it.
That's a lot of people have tried to say that to a lot of people, and it's
No.
90% chance. It
Okay, how
never
many
is
times
true.
have I guided you to a brand new food and you've loved it? You can't even
mean,
count the times.
Yeah, it's been like once ramen.
Oh no, it's more than that.
No, I'm only giving you ramen.
Okay, well, my waffle was good. Did you see the picture?
No, actually, I haven't.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the picture. So we started there.
I think you were sending these to your wife and I, right?
Not those pictures. I'm not sending that picture. Here's my waffle.
Oh yeah, it looks decent. Looks good.
Yeah. So
Is that tomato?
no, it's the peppers that you were hating on. It's not a bell pepper. It's like a kind of like a chili pepper, but not spicy. It's a good pepper. You would like this.
It looked good. What's that big round thing on top?
That's the Chèvre cheese. That's the goat cheese.
Okay.
Nice creamy goat
All
cheese.
right, I'm gonna have to give it a shot.
It was delicious. His was okay, but like literally I had 2 bites and I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like,
Did he eat it all?
No, that's
No.
how I got the
Okay.
2 bites. So we started there, and then we went. I kind of started early. I didn't consider that the places we were going to don't really open till like 11 or 12. So
Ouch! Even the breakfast joint?
no, that was why we went there. Because
Oh.
we needed something to do, waiting for
okay.
the first place to open.
Okay.
First place was Wonderland, which had some credit left over from previous time, and it kind
Now
of
that's like an old timey arcade, right?
yeah, that actually runs on nickels, but not like they say they run on nickels, but you have to use like a card that has nickels on it. But all the games are like
5 cents.
2 nickels, or it's usually 2. It goes up to like 4. I think there's a couple that are 5.
Oh,
but
now
these are
you're
like
getting outrageous.
right.
No, 5 nickels.
But the 5 nickel ones would be ones that you'd probably pay $1 at
anywhere else,
right? But the thing is, you have to pay admission, and admission's low. Especially the time we went, it was like half price. So like the 2 of us admission was $350. So woohoo! But I think at normal times it'd be like $250 for him and $350 for me. So it would be like $5, $6 just walking in the door. But because we went right when they opened, it was like super cheap. So we played that for like an hour. He got a bunch of tickets. Like ticket games for kids are like basically gambling. But anyway, he loves that stuff.
Yeah, it's teaching your children how to do Vegas.
Yeah, he got like 900 tickets. And again, no actual physical tickets, just stuff loaded onto this card.
That's so sad.
I know, but they're talking like nickels and tickets. There's actually no physical correspondence to these things. It's funny. Anyway, 900.
So what type of toy did he get?
He got 3. He got a dinosaur egg that like when you put it in water, it like turns into a dinosaur.
That's cool.
He got like a magnetic sculpture thing, there's like a base, and there's a bunch of like that's a magnetic base.
Sand?
No, it's a magnetic base, and then I think they're magnets, or maybe they're just pieces of steel. But anyway, you can make like a sculpture out of them because they're magnetized.
Huh.
It's like stars and moons, but
That's
you
cool.
can stretch them and move them into different shapes. It's kind of like a stress toy, or I don't know.
Sweet.
It's kind of fun looking. And then he got like a knockoff Lego space vehicle thing.
How the fuck is that for 900?
Well, first of all,
Tickets.
it's knockoff. It's only like this big. Like I'm holding up my fingers like a Matchbox car size. So it's literally like
That's still a good haul.
Yeah, it had a little guy with a space helmet and like, some little weird vehicle with stuff sticking out of like satellite antenna or whatever, and wheels. Yeah, he got a decent amount for his 900 tickets.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
He was going through and planning. Like he was like, I could get this, but then I couldn't get that. Like he was analyzing it very well.
Yeah, your son's a very good planner like that.
It was good. Sweet. So that made him happy. That's his favorite kind of arcade. And then we went to my favorite arcade, which is Ground Control, because I saw on Twitter yesterday that they had a limited edition 20 year anniversary etched pint glass, and I really wanted it, so I had to find an excuse to get there. We did, but it's a cool arcade, and
probably my favorite one.
I think my son's been in it briefly some other time, but
I'm surprised I didn't realize they'd let kids in.
Only like daytime.
Oh.
There's one corner of the bar that they can't go. You have to have a wristband to be in. There's actually 2 or 3 bars inside the arcade. Yeah. But they closed one of them down. One of them's like soda only, and then the one in the corner you have to have they yelled at me because I went to talk to her to get the pint. Like, you don't have a wristband. I'm like, sorry.
You're like, I am 21.
I'm clearly 21. I haven't been carded in like 5 years, except for the places that card like literally anyone. Anyway,
those are where you go when you're like really, really old, and you're like, I thought I'd be young again. Card me, and they're like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Card me, it's the rules.
So we played some Pac-Man there. He actually went for all the classic games. I was really proud of. Like Donkey Kong.
Honestly, those are the best ones there.
Yeah.
Why the pinball machines?
Well, there's
I really
turtles.
like the pinball.
They have
machines.
some great pinball at Ground Control. They have
Yes,
like
they do. Whole entire upper floor.
it used to be right. It used to be just that. They have a I didn't get to play because it was full the whole time I was there. But they have a what's his name? The sarcastic Marvel Ryan Reynolds. Red.
They have
Deadpool.
a Deadpool.
Yes, they had Deadpool, but like literally it never opened up, and I didn't want to.
Wow.
I don't want to wait in line for a game.
You're like, I'm putting my quarter down on here.
I don't want to do that.
I'm putting my dime down.
But it looks good. I want to play it sometime. They had a little tiny like alcove like under a staircase that's just rock and roll pinball games like AC/DC, Metallica.
That's cool as hell.
Something else like 4 of them. That's
cool.
all it was. This tiny little alcove. Like literally not much.
The Beatles too, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember. No, it was all like heavy metal stuff.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but it was like literally 4, 2 on each side of the wall. Like not much
cool
bigger
as
than a
hell.
closet. Like just enough room for 4 pinball machines.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean I guess a little bigger than your
A little
closet.
bit bigger, but not much.
Deeper,
Yeah.
but not much wider.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was a good time. We did that. We weren't super hungry yet, so we did a little side errand, which isn't really important. But then we went to Grilled Cheese Grill, and that is
GCG.
it's like a food truck kind of.
It's
but they
a
have
school bus.
nope. There's a food truck, but then next to the food truck there is a school bus, and they've converted it to a dining area. So half of it's empty.
So they don't actually make the grilled cheese inside the school bus?
No, that's just a seating
Oh.
area. But you get inside and like it's cool. Like my son was like, I'm eating in a school bus. He loved that. And then on the ceiling is a really effed up mural, like just messed up.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. I thought you took your wife there one time, no?
No, we didn't make it there.
You're going to.
Yeah.
There is another location that's just a food truck, but that's not the one you want to go to. It was actually, I could have gone right next to Ground Control to the one that's just a food truck, but then you missed the experience of the
school bus.
School bus. So we actually ended up going kind of back and forth on this trip.
That's cool.
Because
Did you walk or drive it?
We drove. There's no way.
No.
Yeah, we're talking different sides of the river. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
But traffic wasn't too bad that time. It got a little worse after our last stop, which was a Groupon I got a while back for a mini golf place.
Oh, nice.
And he had a lot of fun at it, but there's a picture of it. It's
That's really kind of like...
They're just...
I don't want to say lame.
It was fun.
Mini golf is fun. You could do mini golf in my office and it would be fun.
But like literally the obstacles are just like lawn ornaments, and it's all laid out.
Let me fucking see this.
We were the only people there.
It's like literally like they went into...
It's a parking lot, first of all, an enclosed parking lot with like cyclone fencing around it. And then
it's like they literally went down to like the dollar store general and picked out some of the weird ass gnome ornaments.
Tons of gnomes, lots of black
like
bears, mushrooms.
Like literally like the
so
Walmart.
The one thing that did
stuff.
make it kind of fun was
they probably got off of Amazon Prime.
Well, there's like a truck there.
There's
like
Prime
it's literally like a strip mall that has like no businesses.
Did you just get your finger thing too?
Yeah, I did. Because you kept yelling at me.
Yeah.
Do you see this thing?
Yeah, what was that?
That's like a spinner. So that actually made the course a lot more fun. You spin this thing before you do your first putt.
Like physically spin, or you just like touch it and like a light goes around?
Physically spin it like a Price is Right.
Okay.
And then whatever it lands on, you have to do. Like somebody like you have to make your first shot standing on one leg, or after both you do your first shot, you have to switch your balls, or you do your first shot.
That's kind of cool.
It made it a lot more fun.
I like that.
That was good.
I like that.
That did make it more interesting and made up for the lawn ornament obstacles.
How much was this?
I think it was like $5 or $6.
Oh, that's not bad.
No,
okay,
not at all.
We're bitching about literally a $5 or $6 investment.
I'm not bitching about it. He had a great time. I'm just saying, if I just drove by and seen this place, I don't think I would have gone.
How much was it if you didn't have a group?
I don't.
10?
8, 10, yeah, a little bit more. Not insane.
Per person?
Yeah, not insane. So I have one left because I bought one for my daughter too, but then I found out they weren't open on Tuesdays. So
lame.
And then at the end, there's like this pachinko thing where you drop your golf ball and it bounces around the pegs, and then whatever slot you land in, you get whatever that is.
Huh.
I want a free game, so now I have two more games there.
Oh shit.
My son will go with me happily.
Yeah.
He, however, in this pachinko thing, got a chance to. There's like this special, like really long course with multiple obstacles, and you get a golden ball, and you get one shot to get a hole in one. And if you do, he hands you $25 in cash.
What the hell?
Right? No, my son is like pretty good, but he's not like amazing. He actually got it all the way down to the end zone and like 3.5, 4 feet away from the hole. Like he made a good shot.
Wow.
Like he probably would have made it in 2, and it was probably a par 3.
Wow.
For mini golf.
That's insane.
So the guy was like,
the guy's like, I almost lost $25.
He was looking visibly nervous. Like, these are my only customers today. They paid with a fucking Groupon. This little pool shark bastard. That's pretty funny.
That's awesome.
So that was exciting for him.
That's so cool.
That was cool. It was a good time. I had a good time with my son. And,
that's good. I'm glad you and your son had a good time together and like got to get out and do an Adventure Time Tuesday.
Absolutely.
Because you've done 2 without him, right?
Yes.
2 or 3 this summer.
Well, he's still going to camps.
Well, I understand that, but
well, my daughter's not. He is. So the weeks he was gone to camp, I still did something with my daughter.
I know.
That's why he's had 2 without.
Yeah.
So yeah, he felt good, and I was really tired after that. We were gonna go to ice cream, but traffic was like 45 minutes getting back to Vancouver. So
where were you gonna go to ice cream?
Dairy Queen. So I owe him an ice cream, but he had a freaking waffle, so he wasn't really complaining.
I wouldn't complain at all after that epic day.
Yeah, he was not complaining, but
Good.
I did mean to get him an ice. We've been getting ice cream with like every Adventure Time Tuesday. That's how we finish.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah.
I actually have not noticed that.
Yeah.
Huh? Even on the tea day?
No.
I was gonna say, I don't think you finished every single one.
Not every single one, but like majority of them.
Okay, all right. So I went for the last swim of the season, I think, because the weather's starting to turn to shit.
Okay.
So we did that. I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped in, cannonballed,
So
sunk my son to the bottom of the pool.
So you don't like swimming when it's raining? You like your head getting wet?
No, I don't give a shit about that. It's just the fact that I don't have any control of when they close the pool for this season.
Oh.
So when they want to stop paying to have it heated is when I have to stop swimming.
I guess that's true.
But other than that, I had a new job stuff I'm doing. Getting really close.
You are
really fucking anxious.
You're probably gonna find out when we're at PAX.
Probably. Yeah. Very much so. And that leads me to my third topic, fucking PAX. I have gotten so many emails.
They all wait till the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is kind of good because now I just say, my schedule's really full, but I'll try to stop by. And that's like a non-committal.
That's very true.
So I just did that too. There's actually a developer, the actual developer emailed me. And I said, yes, I'd like to see this. And he never got back to me. And then his agent was like, hey, trying to get appointments for your game. I'm like, well.
Yeah, I already said I wanted to, but,
tried.
Maybe tell your client to get off his ass and respond to his frickin' email.
I didn't say it that way.
Oh, well, that's what you should have said. So, yeah. That, PAX West prep. Oh, by the way, we are in for the mix, 8 times over now.
How's that?
Because they keep sending me fucking things, so I keep filling it out again.
You asshole. I actually called them on. I'm like, hey, so I filled this out a long time ago. I haven't heard anything. I got a very short, terse email. You'll get your notification soon. They emailed me back.
Oh.
So you're going 6 times only. I'm only going like once.
Well, I also emailed them a very little kind of non-committal email as well.
And
like, I also got something back.
They're like, who are these fuckers from the Button Smashers?
I also got something
back. We should have a VIP swag bag when we walk in the door. Here you guys go, you fuckers.
Exactly. So the guy said, yeah, you can come at 7 p.m. And I was like...
I thought it was 6.
And I emailed them back. Yeah, I signed up as press, and I'm press with PAX, so I would like to show up at 6. And he emails me back, and he goes, oh, you're not coming tonight in Germany? I said, no, not tonight in Germany. He goes, oh, yeah, I think Seattle's 6 o'clock. Just show up at 6.
That's got to be stressful when you're like planning events back to back like that.
Literally 10 days apart.
I mean, there's that one that we scheduled on Thursday just to see what happens.
Oh,
PAX,
God.
PAX doesn't start till Friday, but their appointment thing...
How the fuck? We're never going to get in for that.
No, because they'll want it. They'll feel bad, and they'll get us whenever we want then.
That's true. That's a good point. Don't listen to this podcast.
They don't. First of all, I don't want to say who they are, but they're not direct... They're kind of a side thing from what we usually cover.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
You do know what I mean.
They have alcohol?
Never mind.
No, we cover that.
No, we do.
They do video games. I know we don't cover that shit, so they do video games.
We used to, you fucker. I'm going to make you cover video games at PAX at least.
Hey. Yeah. I plan on putting out a couple episodes while we're at PAX. A couple podcast episodes.
Okay.
All right, we're doing this shit.
We have
a hotel room.
We do, but we don't have the cool mixer you want.
That part I'm a little bit pissed about.
I actually looked at trying to get that this week. I wasn't going to tell you.
I'm kind of a little bit pissed.
But it was $200 more than I remembered, so I'm like, well...
What the fuck? I'll give you 3.
No. I can't now, because the other situation that you're aware of.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm glad you didn't do it then.
Yeah. Once it's done, I would have lived by my decision, but it would be irresponsible right now.
It would be extremely.
We should stop talking so cryptically.
No, I like cryptic messages. You want to talk about news?
Let's talk about news.
Let's cryptically talk about news. So some things happened this week, Tim.
Yep.
And people were upset.
Yeah.
And they sued. And then nothing happened and nobody got impeached. All right, moving on to Tech Talk.
No. This is kind of funny.
Oh, okay. What am I talking about?
This one. Yeah, talk about that.
Which one? The top one?
Mm-hmm.
Walmart is suing Tesla after solar panels catch fire. What the fuck?
Right?
Wait. Why the fuck would Elon or Neelon or whatever the hell his name is?
Elon is always starting new projects. Like, he
So he put solar panels on top of Walmart's?
Quite a few of them, like 200, I think.
Oh, shit. Due to poor safety practices, Tesla supposedly didn't ground its electrical solar panels properly.
Yeah, those
according
things
to
heat up.
Walmart. Yeah, no shit. Lacked basic solar training and knowledge is who they sent to install this shit. Walmart also assessed that Tesla's panels were rife with visible defects. The big box chain formally accused Tesla of breaching of contract, gross negligence, and failure to meet industry standards. And it wanted Tesla not only to pay for damages related to the first, but to remove its panels from all 240 Walmart stores.
Ouch.
Of course, Elon, he's off in Jamaica right now on a party, probably on a boat, doing some drugs.
Do you remember when I was
so.
interested in like getting Tesla on
Before
my
they started
house?
blowing up?
No. The solar panels, they have a home program.
What?
You get a big battery in your garage.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, you get a big battery in your garage. You get solar panels on your roof, and it powers your whole house. But
I'm glad you didn't do this.
yeah, me too, because I still have a house that hasn't burned down.
So, like, apparently also, like, this week, a fucking Tesla, like, just exploded driving down the freeway.
They can do that. I mean,
What the fuck?
well, batteries just... Okay, you've heard about, like, exploding, like...
Vapor pens, yeah.
No, like phones.
They
Like,
blow a
anything
hole in the side of your
anything with
leg.
a battery can blow up.
Speaking of batteries that'll blow up, that is right. My coworker's phone, I made her go buy a new phone last week.
Okay, why?
Because her power button on her phone hasn't worked for a while.
Okay.
So I had to do this like thing where it's called hot wiring basically. So you
That sounds safe.
crack open the back of the phone, you take out the battery, you plug the phone in, so before it hits the screen where it shows like that it's starting to boot up without the battery in it, you slap the battery and you pull the plug and you slap the back of slap the battery in and out twice, and then it starts the phone, like jump starts it. It's this weird, it's like a dance move almost. It's kind of cool. And so I went to do this to her phone last week, and it was almost as round as a fucking golf ball.
What do you mean round?
Like the fucking battery was round.
Not square.
Nope. It was still square, but where
Oh, you
it's
mean
supposed to be.
You mean it was bulging?
Oh yeah, it fucking blew up.
Okay, that wasn't clear. It says bulging. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
No,
so
get rid of that immediately.
I refused after I jump started her phone again because I was like, I still want to jump start the phone.
I've never heard someone say jump start a phone before.
It's awesome.
Clearly an Android, not an iPhone.
Yes.
That would never ever happen with an iPhone.
No.
All
Jump
right.
starting an iPhone might be something different.
I don't want to think about that.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay,
You
so
talk about the next two.
sure. Sony bought Insomniac.
What's Insomniac, Tim?
Insomniac is...
I'm an Insomniac.
You are. It's a game. It's a game company. They made the latest Spider-Man. Yeah, that's the game that probably most people know. But they've always done like Sony exclusives, so a lot of people probably already assumed that Sony owned them. So it's like not that big. I think they did the that Second Son game.
Yeah,
that was
they
set in
did.
Seattle.
That was PlayStation.
That was PlayStation 4. That was one of the launch titles.
Oh, it was launch title. Yeah.
Anyway, they finally own them for realsies.
So if you type in iPhone Jumpstart,
Uh-huh.
there's a shitload of articles on how to charge your iPhone that's completely dead and will not charge. iPhone won't charge after battery is fully drained? Jumpstart your iPhone. Solved. Problem. Jumpstart your iPhone 6 Plus. That's weird. Just add Jumpstart to everything and you're good to go.
All right.
What about Nintendo World Indies?
So I wrote that down in the outline, and then I forgot to click to an article. There was like they weren't calling it what they usually call it, a Nintendo Direct. They called it like a Nintendo World Indies or something. It's 20 minutes.
Are they doing it in Indies in Seattle?
I don't know. They just, because this might be in place of that.
That sucks.
So there's a whole bunch of games announced, but the one that really caught my attention is probably not one that would catch most people's attention. But do you remember like several years ago, I was super excited about this indie game called Earth Night?
Yes.
It was the one where I sat down with the dev and they played the music for me live while I did the demo.
Yeah.
It was epic. It was going to be on the Vita, but the Vita, as we know, is
dead.
Don't tell Q.
Don't tell Q. He still got his hopes up.
Anyway, it's coming on Switch.
That's cool as hell.
This year.
Sweet.
Like soon. Like
didn't you kickstart it or back it?
No. It was never. I'm on their Discord. I actually played a Steam build, but not a final build.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
yeah, there was a ton of indie games too. Like the Switch is the new Vita, or what the Vita should have been.
Yeah.
Like, but also it's getting like AAA game. Well, I guess AA, maybe single A games like Wolfenstein Youngblood. Ports of it anyway.
It's getting like Assassin's Creed or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, it's getting The Witcher 3.
It is.
So, hey, you want to talk some tech?
Let's talk some tech.
All right, so I said fuck Sling TV and got rid of Sling TV a few weeks ago.
So what were your issues with Sling TV?
So I fucking was paying for a DVR function, which apparently now is free to everybody who is a brand new subscriber, but us old fucking subscribers had to pay $10 a fucking month for it.
So if you bought a new unit, or I'm confused. What do you
No,
mean?
it's not a unit.
So what? Why didn't you just cancel the subscription and start
Because
over?
my email is already attached to an account.
You could get another email.
I know, but that's dumb. I would hate. Everything's underneath this one email right now.
You literally wouldn't open a trash email account.
No.
Okay.
Because fuck them, it didn't work.
All right.
So this fucking thing I was paying for to like fast forward through commercials
Sure.
and shit didn't work for like 2 months. I was like through tech support and everything. So on my personal Twitter account, which is not linked to my podcast Twitter accounts, I went off on them. Well, that's the only way you can get tech support through them is through Twitter.
That's messed up.
So like I've been like going back and forth like through all these exchanges, doing all these things, and like reset the accounts, and like they apparently like went through and like flushed the account, like wiped everything out, like restarted the account and everything, and then like all of a sudden then my fucking like sports package is gone. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, oh, we've got to add that back in. So they add the fucking sports package back in. Meanwhile, all the fucking shows that my wife and I watch and that my wife watches, like you can't fucking fast forward through anything. So,
wait, how did you lose that functionality?
that's what started this whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not being able to fast forward is what started the whole thing. And so I finally said fuck it, and we found this other alternative called Philo, which is way cheaper. I was paying like $50 to $60 a month for Sling, and Philo is only $20 a month minus a sports package. But that's okay because Disney is gonna have Disney Plus coming out, which is Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus, and it's gonna be this like $3 more a month than my fucking Hulu bill right now. So I'll just drop Hulu, get Disney Plus, and then get Hulu back and get ESPN, and I'll be good.
Okay.
So we had to go out and buy this thing called the Roku, which I don't know. Have you ever heard of Roku before?
Yes, I have
Yeah.
one. I've had one for 2 years.
Yeah. So the weird thing
Welcome
about
to 2019.
yeah, thank you. So apparently, because everybody else is on my fucking smart television, besides Philo, like I have a Hulu app, I have a Sling TV app, like I have all these fucking apps that don't require me for any external piece of software or hardware. So I thought with Philo, I was like, fuck it, like it's not on the phone or it's not on the TV, but I'll get on my phone, stream it from my phone to the TV. I'll set up like an old cell phone or something like that, and just
That seems like a complicated
Cast it.
workaround.
But apparently you can't cast from Philo to the TV.
Okay.
So you got to use an Android TV, which I'm thinking about buying one, or go buy Roku or an Amazon Fire.
Roku's work, they're very simple.
They're very simple.
They work very well.
So I went out and bought the Roku Premier 4K streaming media player.
Back when we were watching the debates, like I tried multiple things on my main TV in the living room, PlayStation 4, a couple other things. I couldn't get the CBS app or whatever, CNN app. Roku, 2 seconds. So I actually literally took the Roku box from my bedroom and just plugged it in an HDMI port.
It's so simple.
It's, yes, simple is good.
Yeah.
The other things you're describing do not sound simple.
No.
Which model did you get?
I got the Premier 4K.
Okay, cool. You have a better model than me. I have the Roku 3.
Okay.
But-
I was gonna buy like the Roku Ultra,
Mm-hmm.
but that's like $80, and it's like this big fucking box.
I like mine. It's the size of a hocky puck. You can just throw it at people.
Mine's smaller.
Does
than
yours
a
still
hockey
have
puck.
like a remote that looks like a controller?
Yeah,
It has
that's
a little
what it is.
Does it have a cross pad?
Yeah.
You know, there's actually games you can buy for Roku, like
What?
shitty ones, but there are
Shit,
games.
Jesus Christ! Okay, no.
I mean, it looks like a Wiimote kind of.
It does. The funny thing is, I was getting it to get off a Sling, and it has a dedicated fucking Sling button on it. Yeah. So, I actually don't use the remote because our Samsung remotes that came with the TVs that you and I have,
Yeah.
fucking work perfect for for Roku.
That's cool.
So I don't use it, but yeah, it's worked out well, man. It was like $34, so it's like $5 off. I wonder if Jansen
Roku
Beach.
is also the only device that I know of. It's probably not the only one, but the only one I have access to that has a Giant Bomb channel. So,
really?
Yes, I'm a subscriber. Every time they have the $35 sale, I re-up, so I don't pay the usual $50. And I watch. Helps me go to sleep. I watch quick looks, so I get to see more games than I could possibly play. Or like.
That's cool. I might have to steal your subscription.
Nope.
What the fuck, man?
Nope.
What the fuck, dude?
Dude, we do this. We're gonna support them. If you want their premium content, you pay for it.
That's true.
They give you podcasts for free. Be grateful, you son of a bitch.
Hey, I toss them money.
When?
I buy some of their stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, with a subscription, you actually get like store credit.
Do you really?
You do.
Oh,
You
shit.
know that T-shirt I have?
Yeah.
I didn't technically pay for that T-shirt.
They give you like just a free T-shirt.
Like $20 credit or something.
Shit.
Yeah. If you pay normal, not if you pay the discount at $35.
That's fine. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Cool. So that's
Shit. I just did an ad for Giant Bomb. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
They owe us a free T-shirt now.
Basically.
I'm a medium.
I mean, I'll see some of them at PAX, but like, hey, we just plugged you on accident.
Yeah.
Give us some swag.
So I wear a medium. Tim wears a
XL.
Okay.
I used to be able to squeeze into L's, but damn, CrossFit. It's not my gut. It's my shoulders. Too big.
You wanna take a break and we'll be right back?
Yes.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Are back.
Tasty treats in hand. Some kind of Pelican. Don't ask me
Pelican
which
Brewing IPA of some kind. Tim, you want to kick it?
one. Let's kick it.
Hey, Tim, why don't you tell me about Smart Mic Plus?
So, a couple weeks back, you had a fairly similar product, but I think it was like $200, and I think it had a battery pack or something. It was still kind of complicated. This is a wireless speaker, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to open the damn outline. It basically connects to your phone, gives you better audio through Bluetooth, and syncs up really well. Why don't you let them talk about it, since I can't find my
Introducing Smart Mic Plus, the world's first wireless microphone that transmits and synchronizes real-time stereo sound with video for your smartphone and digital camera. It's a great tool for vloggers or any other content creators.
We're almost vloggers.
Smart Mic Plus app works with both Android and iOS operating systems. Connect your Smart Mic Plus through Bluetooth and shoot a video on the app. Say goodbye to the clumsy, weird microphone and get a Smart Mic Plus. Record an audio synced video.
Welcome to Real Talk channel. My name is
With
Alice.
44.1 kilohertz CD quality audio, record your vlog with better sound quality.
It's rolling down the bend, and I ain't seen the
The
sunshine.
signal can even reach as far as 15 meters away.
And he
It
ain't
supports
seen the
real-time
sunshine.
monitoring via a 3.5 millimeter headphone
That
jack.
I like. You can actually put a normal headphone in and check
That's
your own
cool.
audio.
Got it?
With a multi-level denoising algorithm, Smart Mic Plus can provide a tremendous noise suppression.
We need
It's a huge event in Arcadia.
And you can
Noise
control
reduction
the
at PAX
app
would be so
with just
good.
the touch of a button on your
So
Smart
true.
Mic Plus. A must-have for content creators. Want to interview somebody?
Okay, why don't we go ahead and
Smart
stop
Mic
it there,
Plus
because it goes on for another couple minutes,
simultaneously record
and
two
I
channels.
honestly hate their background music. So this-
Wow, so much hate for this already out of the gate.
So the shape, I will say, is a little bit weird. It's
It
like,
is very strange.
but I like what it does. If it works, this
Looks
is
like a pack of gum.
yes, very much so, very long and thin. So they're looking for $10,000. They just launched, like, I think yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
They're already 15,453 with 149 backers. As we speak, there is still the super early bird, and I am tempted. I'm really, really tempted.
$79.
Yep. It goes up the early bird to $99. Hey, did you see this one?
The 2-pack?
Yeah. 2 packs, 148. If that's weird. I don't see one after the early bird for just one.
Well, you're fucked.
Well, anyway, $79 seems like a really good price for this thing.
Yeah.
If it does what it says, I would love to have one. I would love to have one next week for PAX, but that's not possible. So if you're interested, check out Smart Mic Plus, true wireless stereo mic for content creators, which sometimes we are.
All right.
What you got?
Well, you want me to talk about podcasts a little bit later on, so we're going to talk Immunities right now.
Okay.
Immunities is a sci-fi audio drama podcast. They're looking to do season 4 and more. So here we go.
Dueling Genre Productions presents Immunities, an audio drama.
What a beautiful night.
Yes, it is.
Did you see that?
See what?
You are listening to the first online trailer of Immunities released on June 27th, 2017.
Feeling a little drowsy? I better sit down.
Here, let me help you.
About 5 months ago, there was something in the night sky. Something happened to the people.
Since
who
then,
saw
we
it.
have created 3
And if
seasons
someone looked
of
them in
this
the
story,
eyes,
plus
they were
numerous
happy to
hiatus
them too.
episodes,
How are you
soundtracks,
feeling?
behind the scenes, movie
I'm
comparisons,
feeling much
and
better.
news.
I thank you for asking. And you yourself, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm fine. Or,
The story slowly unfolds, mixing of horror,
that's
science
fine.
fiction, human drama,
feel a
and
little
humor
unsteady now.
has
I
attracted a
suggest
growing,
having a rest.
exuberant,
It
and
did me a
necessary
world of good.
listening
They looked at
audience.
their families, and then they searched out friends, strangers, everybody.
All right.
Some people didn't change.
Now they're at a
Maybe
crossroads.
one
We're gonna
person out
jump
of
forward.
2,000.
I'm too tired to deal with it.
Nope, it's still the same episode. So we're just gonna drop that right now.
Have you listened to the first 3 seasons?
Nope.
Okay.
So I saw it came up as a podcast.
Have you heard anything about it from?
Nope.
Okay.
So I did look them up on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Seemed to be pretty active. 22 days ago, 27 backers, and they're already at 1,118 out of 500. So they're raising funds for the 4th season, and if you guys are interested, check them out. You guys can do a supporter with a voice in our future. $1, you get a vote in a poll. Supporter with thanks is a vote and poll, and listed with supporters is $5. $12 gets you the episode supporter. You get a mentioned in an episode, and the granddaddy of them all, of course, would be the $15. Oh wait, never mind. Those are all gone. $15 at a t-shirt. For $200, a voice in the void. You get an episode mentioned, listened with the supporters. You get the script, a t-shirt, vote in a poll, and podcast appearance. There's 2 or 4 of those left. That's actually really cheap if you want to get in on a podcast.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
You might have to do that. I might have to do that. We'll see. I also need a new mixer. And I found new microphones for us.
Well, you need to get more Patreons then.
Yeah. Patreon.com/podcastjunkie.
Yeah, and for those of you who don't listen that often, you should check out his other podcast, which is Podcast Junkie, where he
We're
introduces...
going to get into that a little bit later on.
Are we now? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I was going to make sure, since we're giving out commercials this week, apparently, that we should at least plug you.
Exactly. Probably. Commercials.
Mhm.
Giant Bomb. GiantBomb.com.
No, we already did that.
Giant Bomb, wipe
Stop
your
it.
butt with the toilet paper. GiantBombToiletPaper.com.
Okay. Can I do my other Kickstarter now?
Yeah.
All right, this one's interesting. So first of all, it's about something I love, which is Evil Dead 2. It's one of my favorite movies. It's totally cheesy, horror, comedy. I don't know what you call it. So this is Evil Dead 2, the board game.
Why did you message me?
Well, if you click on that link, go ahead and do that.
Uh-huh.
It's a different Kickstarter.
What the fuck?
It's also called Evil Dead 2, the official board game.
What the fuck?
Okay, go scroll down. Go up. Look how many updates they have. How many updates they have?
109.
How many comments they have?
22,145. What the fuck?
So, without clicking any further, what does that tell you?
They are sketchy as shit.
Things have not gone well on that project. So at some point there was a Kickstarter for a officially licensed Evil Dead 2 game, and things did not go well. So this is a completely different company. This is Jasco Games. I'm going to let him, if you can get back to where you were, introduce this project, because I've never heard of anything like this before. And there's definitely been Kickstarters have gone wrong and people haven't got their stuff. This is different. This is interesting.
All right.
Greetings, Kickstarter, and welcome to Evil Dead 2, the board game. Now, before I get into the nitty-gritty and that groovy Kickstarter video you're used to seeing before a big campaign like this, there's something a little bit different about Evil Dead 2. So, a few years ago, another company successfully launched an Evil Dead 2 board game campaign that was never fulfilled to backers. So, Jasco Games, in collaboration with Lindvander Studios, the Evil Dead 2 licensing group, and our other partners have come together to bring Evil Dead 2 back from the dead. So we're calling this new type of campaign a Heartthrob campaign. What that means is if this campaign successfully funds and we hit our funding goal, all of the previous backers from the campaign that we had nothing to do with will be getting an Evil Dead 2 board game.
That's
so
cool
stay
as fuck.
tuned to that groovy video, and welcome to the Evil Dead 2 board game.
So this is their actual trailer for this game.
Legend has it that it was written by the Dark Ones, Necronomicon Ex Mortis. Roughly translated,
so that's the book from the
movie.
Dead. I'll watch it more.
The book served as a passageway to the evil world beyond.
That's cool as hell.
It was written long ago, when the seas ran red with blood. It was this blood that was used to ink the book. In the year 1300 AD, the book disappeared.
You know how it is. You get together with your friends and decide to have a nice weekend in the woods. Maybe head up to the cabin, go for a walk in the woods. No city, no distractions. Just some time with your mates and your girl, Groovy. And then some evil darkness decides to crash your party, possessing people. And before you know it, the dead start rising from the ground, looking for this magic book, or perhaps just a tasty snack. The only hope to stop them is to find that book ourselves and seal the portal near the cabin. But be careful, cause the evil can get in you and turn you bad. And evil has its own plan for the portal, wanting to open it up and release deadites on the world. It's down to us to save the world.
Jasco sounds really familiar to me. Have they been at PAX?
Sounds really familiar. They might have been.
So what makes this Kickstarter campaign really cool, there's only one backing level. First of all, they're asking for $195,000.
Holy shit.
Well,
they're also giving away free board games to everybody else.
That's probably why they're asking for so much. They have 603 backers with 22 days to go. And they're at $29,000. So that's roughly 15%? Something like that?
Yeah, something
it's
like
not 10%. It's not 20%. They could do it if they get the word out. So the thing is, if you back for $59, you get a copy of the game, and also someone who backed the campaign that didn't give anybody anything, they get a copy of this game.
That's cool as hell.
So it's important to note that this is a completely different game. It's based on the same property, but this is a different company. They've come up with their own game for Evil Dead 2. So the backers of the failed project won't be getting exactly what they ordered, but they'll be getting something.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool. I just wanted to point that out because I actually have currently one Kickstarter campaign that the guys have pretty much flaked out on, and I know how it feels to...
What the hell is that?
Remember the body cam, basically?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm ever getting that.
That was expensive, too.
No, it wasn't. It was like $80.
I mean, that's kind of expensive.
Not as expensive as the other camera that I was hoping to have 5 packs.
Yeah, that's true.
But that guy's working hard. I don't begrudge him. Anyway, cool idea.
Yeah.
Way to give back to the Kickstarter community. I think that's really neat. What's your last Kickstarter?
All right, I have the first non-abrasive, reusable, and social grip tape. Go ahead and let them talk about it.
Social tape?
Since the creation of skateboarding, people have skated on abrasive sandpaper that rips the shoes, having to buy new ones every 2 weeks.
Oh,
leaks or fix them with silicone.
From Cream Prime, we want to enjoy skateboarding without having to spend a lot of money.
He's like
After 2
skateboarding
years of
barefoot.
research making tests with different materials, we found the best one with the perfect shape, and we call it CreamGrip. The CreamGrip is a non-abrasive skate,
It's for your
longboarding,
feet, right?
and scooter grip
Yeah.
tape that
Okay,
doesn't
check
tear
it.
up your
Supposed
shoes.
to be.
Can be reused once your deck is split and can be easily cleaned.
How is the CreamGrip used?
Putting the CreamGrip on your deck isn't the same as using regular grip tape. The big difference is that you have to leave a margin of 0.5 centimeters on the edges between the board and the grip. Also, a margin of 1.2 centimeters on the tail and the nose. For that, we have to cut the CreamGrip at a 45-degree angle. It is always easier to use a new blade.
Why should we cut it this way?
As it is a rubber sheet, it has different characteristics. There is one bad thing and one good thing. The bad thing is that it can peel off at the edges if the deck is worn out, although it can be glued with contact glue. And the good thing about it being a rubber sheet is that you can reuse the CreamGrip once the deck is broken.
What? It can be reused?
Of course, even if we want to support skate education, we also want to make skateboarding not such an expensive sport. That's why we have also developed the Cream Stick, a super double-sided adhesive. To reuse your CreamGrip, you just have to take it off your broken deck, clean the CreamGrip with acetone, paste the Cream Stick on the new deck you want to use, and put the CreamGrip on the sticker.
I'm gonna get a hold of myself.
This makes it perfect for social skateboarding.
Firm grip.
CreamGrip.
What is social skateboarding?
Social skating involves donating a cream to NGOs such as
Donating their
SkatePal,
cream.
Mega V Skate, and Skate Aid that
Where can I
educate
donate my
children
cream,
in
Zach?
places of conflict or underdeveloped
Looks like in
areas
South Africa.
throughout skateboarding for
Alright.
each CreamGrip sold.
Why social
Another sharing Kickstarter. That's great.
Both founders are young skaters of 22 and 23 years who have been skateboarding for more than 10 years, and we know that skaters are not an urban tribe. We are a family, and a family cannot afford to see their people skateboarding barefoot or in flip-flops on abrasive grip tape.
What do we need the money for?
The CreamGrip that we have launched to the market is the minimum viable product, and we have identified its weak points. With the money we raise, we will improve the adhesive of the CreamGrip so that it doesn't peel off easily, and we will stamp a smaller logo. The truth is that this project wouldn't have been possible without all the people who have trusted Cream Prime and who have supported social skateboarding. For that reason, we want to thank you all and ask you to spread the message in order to expand the project and social skateboarding throughout the world.
Alright, so I is
Cream Grip.
skateboarding a CreamGrip. So I had to talk about it since it was skateboarding.
I'm just glad we have an episode title.
CreamGrip.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so $18 gets you one CreamGrip. And you also get the donated CreamGrip.
So for 18, you get one and you give one?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny that we both found something like that.
$22 gets you a CreamGrip, a Cream Stick, and donated CreamGrip.
So double cream grip?
Yeah, double CreamGrip.
Sometimes you got to use both hands, Zach.
3,800.
What the hell?
3,884.
Mm-hmm.
You get to join the adventure and come with us to expand skateboarding culture and education to our next destination with.
Come on, join your friends.
With all included, we'll give you a complete skateboard or longboard with a CreamGrip, a Cream Stick, and more material from our collaborators. Come and be part of the unique skate experience.
Come on, join your friends.
Trip to NGO, all included, wherever the hell that is. Nicaragua? North Guyana Octagon.
Sure.
Yeah, there's three of those left.
Not surprising.
Well, I mean, if you really want to get your CreamGrip on, bro. $50 gets you 6 CreamGrips.
It doesn't stop getting funnier the more you say it.
Tim?
Yes?
Should we bring some CreamGrip to PAX?
No.
Okay.
No, we'll be too busy.
Okay.
For such nonsense.
Okay. Hey, you want to talk about some video games?
Let's talk about what we've been enjoying.
Okay.
Because we can't say games anymore because you don't fucking play games.
I mean, some of my podcasts talk about video games.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I've been playing a little bit more of Detective Pikachu.
Okay.
And what I'm enjoying about it is it's broken up into chapters. So I can kind of solve the mystery or crime or problem of this one area in about half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
And then just kind of put it away for a little bit and come back to it. And I'm also just really enjoying that the main character is called Tim.
God.
Which, it's just, I don't know, it's funny.
It is funny. It's weird.
And the voice acting is pretty good. It doesn't have... It was made before the movie, so it's not Ryan Reynolds, but all the voice acting is decent, and it's a well-produced game. And it's just kind of fun to play my DS again. I haven't played it in a while, so I'm kind of keeping that in my bag next to me. I have noticed, though, that my 3DS doesn't take a charge worth of shit. Like, you can't put it in standby mode. You have to turn it all the way off. Like, it just drains the battery in like 2 or 3 days. And that's really annoying to me as a device. So, I'm playing that, and then I'm playing another game with my son. Like, this is kind of cool. We're starting to play Zelda together, like, a lot. So now we are playing Cadence of Hyrule, and we beat 2 of the 4 side dungeons a couple weeks ago. No, actually, I think it was last week or the week before. Not that long ago. And then just a couple days ago, we beat the other 2 side dungeons. So basically, in Cadence of Hyrule, you have to go to the corners of the map and beat a dungeon. You get a mystical instrument. You get all 4 instruments, and they combine, and you break the seal to Castle Hyrule, and you go attack the main baddie, right? So we have done all that. We are at the main castle. We're ready to do the final push, and we were going to do that today after Adventure Time Tuesday, but we ran out of time. So
that's yeah.
What's neat about that is this is actually a 2-player game.
Okay.
So I'm playing as Zelda. He's playing as Link.
That's cool.
It's cool as hell.
Yeah. You also play as somebody else, right? Wasn't there somebody else you could play as too?
Yeah, the character from the original
Cadence.
No, that's not Necromancer.
Oh, right.
Necrodancer, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know her name. She's got a shovel.
Okay.
She's in the game too. She's like in random caves, but you can't play as her. But come on.
Cool.
If I can play as the Zelda characters,
yeah,
I can play as the Zelda characters.
Exactly.
So Zelda's actually really cool. She's got this one defensive move where she makes a crystal appear around her. And if you time it right, it reflects whatever hits come at her. If you time it wrong, it just blocks the damage. And then she's got this other attack that like sends a flame out, and you control the flame instead of your character, and you're basically just like sinking it, like a heat sinking missile on somebody. So that's really fun.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's neat. It's a really
You're
good game.
enjoying it now.
Yes, the problem with that game is it has a really steep difficulty curve in the beginning for timing the beat. You really have to stick with it for like an hour and get into it.
Okay.
But once you get past that, it's really enjoyable. And it's, it's like a 20, maybe 30, I think it's a $20 game. If you're a Zelda fan,
it's worth it.
I think so.
Good music.
The music's great. I every time I boot up the game, I just sit and listen to the menu music for like 2 minutes because it's just so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoy that game. Really highly recommend it, and it's going to keep me going until September 20th when Link's Awakening comes out.
That's very true.
And I'm guessing, I don't think my son and I can play it together exactly, but in that game, he can design dungeons for me. So that'll be fun for him. He'll be like, I'm going to fuck my dad over.
Basically, Zelda's became a family-based game.
Yes.
Which is awesome.
Yes.
So,
what have you been enjoying this last week?
Well, Tim, I'm gonna give you a couple choices.
Okay.
The performance that saved Johnny Cash's career.
Okay.
When Olympic silver beats gold. Meet Paul. No, we're not gonna do that one. How Hollywood's first major blockbuster revived the KKK.
Ooh.
The biscuit tin that protected the crown jewels.
Okay.
The first Congresswoman's vote.
The
day the nation's capital welcomed the KKK. The man and the coconut that saved JFK.
Okay, I know what this is because I listened to this.
Oh, shit.
This is Retropod.
It is Retropod. Well.
Like, one of them sounded familiar than another one did.
All right, well, I guess we're not going to listen to that then.
Is that what you've been listening to this week?
I have. Not only that, I've been listening to other things.
So let's do one of the KKK ones.
All right, let's do the film one, the major blockbuster, because that was a pretty interesting one. So this one is 4 minutes, and we'll be right back.
Hey, history lovers. I'm Mike Rosenwald with Retropod, a show about the past rediscovered. In 1915, more than 40 years after President Ulysses S. Grant annihilated the Ku Klux Klan, a group of white men in white bedsheets paraded down Peachtree Street in Atlanta, firing rifles into the air. Their leader, William J. Simmons, made several declarations about purity and honor, and then he set fire to a cross. The group was marching to a place that might seem unusual, a movie premiere. The movie was the birth of a nation, and it was the film that gave rise to Hollywood's culture of big-budget blockbuster movies. It was also the film that reignited the KKK. The Klan was originally a secret society created by a few ex-Confederate soldiers in Tennessee. At first, they weren't violent or even overtly racist, although they were interested in preserving Southern culture. Their leadership titles were intentionally goofy. Grand Cyclops. Members were called ghouls. The name Ku Klux Klan itself came from the Greek word kuklos, which means circle. They dressed up in sheets, apparently for publicity, and rode around at night on horses. But as they added more members from nearby towns, the mission grew more sinister. The nighttime rides were used to intimidate black families. The ghouls would visit black homes and threaten occupants. Those threats became violence against black people who were exercising their newfound freedom. The Klan spread quickly, and by the presidential election of 1868, it was a hot-button issue. President Ulysses S. Grant, the civil rights hero of the Union, won that election, and he plotted to take out the Klan. He signed a law called the Ku Klux Klan Act, which gave him the authority to use federal troops to arrest and prosecute Klansmen. Several thousand people were indicted under that law, and within a year, the KKK was crippled. Although lynchings and violence against black people continued, the KKK was an organization that was effectively wiped out. That is, until 1915. Around that time, a man named William J. Simmons and other Southern whites were increasingly outraged by the arrival of Jews, Roman Catholics, and immigrants. When a 13-year-old girl in Atlanta was killed, allegedly by her Jewish boss, a group of 24 men took it upon themselves to make sure he got the death penalty, even though the evidence was thin. They kidnapped and hanged him after he was given a lighter sentence. When they were done, they burned a cross. That incident convinced Simmons that the time was right to reestablish the KKK, and he drew inspiration from a new film called Birth of a Nation. That film depicted life after the Civil War in a way that glorified Klansmen. It portrayed them as using violence to save the South and protect whites from gangs of black rapists. It had a huge cultural impact. Manufacturers produced Ku Klux hats modeled after those worn in the film. In New York, society women organized Ku Klux balls. On Halloween, 2,000 University of Chicago students dressed up in Klan costumes. So, Simmons seized the moment. He gathered a group of men and marched to the theater in Atlanta, Georgia. Marches in other cities followed. The popularity of Birth of a Nation and the Klan grew in tandem. In local newspapers, the Klan advertised for recruits alongside movie times. After riots and protests over the movie broke out in urban areas, theaters eventually stopped showing the film. But the modern Klan was born. I'm Mike Rosenwald. Thanks for listening. For more forgotten stories from history, visit WashingtonPost.com/retropod.
All right, so basically, Zach just tricked us into listening to an episode of his other podcast, which is Podcast Junkie, where he talks about a podcast and then introduces it. And
this story is going someplace, and so
I
promise.
The alpha man.
But
you need to cut that off. So yeah, we just listened to a whole entire other podcast. That's like a Russian nesting doll podcast.
Exactly, basically. So it's interesting though, because with Retropod, you learn weird shit. Like the KKK was originally made by obviously Confederate soldiers, but they weren't overtly racist at this point in time, and they literally made their structure just to make fun of themselves. And then shit went fucking sideways once it got mainstream and people heard about that there was people that were willing to put slaves back in the field.
Yep.
So shit went sideways.
I mean, 4chan and 8chan used to be like self-mocking too, but they're also just terrible.
Yep, exactly. So, weird. It's weird how the very first, like, major motion picture blockbuster film basically brought it back. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird to think about.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you something about that film after we're off the air.
Yeah, I have actually never seen that film before. So I'm surprised with all the history classes I've taken, this never came up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so other podcasts I've been listening to, Girl in Space just concluded her season 1. So that's really good. You guys should check that out. I'm just trying to go through a list of podcasts I've been listening to.
Do you listen to as much at work as you have in the past? Like,
yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe not as much, but pretty close to. I'm trying to find where the fuck listening history. Here we go. So also Marvel is back with their Wolverine series, and so this.
I listened to the first couple episodes, and for whatever reason, I dropped off. How is it holding up?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Okay. Is it a second season now, right?
Yeah, second season. Also, Generation Y, Sword and Scale, Mike, what's his face is back, and it's okay. It's hard to get rid of him because there's not a lot of people that do their true crime the same way that he does.
I know what you mean.
Like with
he has a style.
He does, and it's all his own. And I hate him, but I hate that I like his style. Is really good.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, Girl in Space. I was listening to some Laughing in the Dark, which is kind of cool. So it's done by this woman named Sarah.
What in the dark again?
Laughing in the Dark.
Okay.
It's done by this female named Sarah. She's out of Portland, Oregon, right now. She's moving to California.
Oh yeah.
And so she finds comedians and goes to haunted places and then like tells them the story, and the comedians try to make jokes and shit.
Cool.
It's kind of cool. It's a cool concept. Another one is The Last Monday, which is done by somebody from our Podcast Junkie Discord server. Her name's Jess, and it's basically her story of weight loss.
Okay, that's enough, Zach, because I'm going to ask you the same damn question next week.
God damn it.
So don't give us all away all right now.
Also,
I mean, I know you listen to 400 podcasts.
Also, Business Wars is doing a sweet series on Harley versus the Biker Wars.
What's the Biker Wars?
So, like, Harley versus Triumph. Harley versus, like, European imports. Stuff like that.
Harley versus everybody.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I think I kind of know how that ends up because I don't recognize a lot of the names.
Triumph is not super big, but they're still around.
Triumph
Indian motorcycle.
Are they still around? I mean, I've heard of them, but
they're back, but they did die.
Okay.
They're back in a different thing, and it hasn't touched on that yet. The only reason why I know this is because
I need to finish the Nintendo Sega one.
Yes, you do, because I looked at getting a motorcycle license, and then realized I'm getting one.
A terrible idea, Zach.
It's fine. It's perfectly great idea.
Yeah, how does your wife feel about that?
She actually said it's fine.
I want to hear that from her lips.
She said that it was fine.
Okay.
And
how much is your life insurance again?
It's enough to pay for this fucking house and for a kid's college.
No, that's why she's fine with it.
Yep.
I get rid of this fucker and I get a house? Yep. Sweet.
Exactly. So that's what I've been listening to this week. And it's really good. You guys should check it out over at the Podcast Junkie Discord, where Tim should get more involved.
I ain't got time for that.
Just message every once in a while. I'd be like, hi, people. I'm still here.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you, and that's it.
No, Chris Martin's there.
Yeah,
he's also quiet. You fuckers that I know, you need to stop being quiet.
We're actual introverts.
God damn it.
Okay, well, that's what we've been up to, listening and enjoying and playing.
Yep.
No TV shows, really? New ones this week? There's a new season of Mr. Robot. I want to get back into it, I think.
I fell off that one really hard.
I did too, but I kind of want to see where it goes.
Yeah, I should probably get back into it. I picked up this show called Taboo.
That sounds naughty.
Let me see if I can pull up I'll pull up a trailer after we're done.
What network is on?
So, this is a hard thing. So, I have HBO Now through Hulu.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if it's an actual Hulu show or if it's an HBO show. They bleed together when you pay for it through Hulu.
Okay.
But I know it is like it's a network TV show. It's interesting. It's like I think I talked a little bit about it last week.
BBC One and FX.
Okay. So it's this like British guy. For some reason, his dad had a slave ship leaving Europe, and he left on it, and I'm not really sure why. But the slave ship sank, and I want to say that they weren't like his dad was like saving the slaves. I want to say because he's really adopted like the African like witch doctor persona almost. Yeah, that's not his like true form.
Okay.
But he's got a bunch of like weird tattoos now, and he's back, and everybody thought he was dead.
You should have led with the fact that it's played by Tom Hardy, who's amazing.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's why. That would have interested me like way before all your other stuff you told me about.
Okay. So it's Tom Hardy. If you want to see him naked, Tom Hardy's naked on this show.
Okay.
Tim's happy now.
No.
No.
I mean, a little slightly less, but Tom Hardy's amazing. I'll put up with the fact that he's naked.
He's not like lower half, just like his chest out all the time.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. It's like some episodes are really good, and I'm like, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And then like other episodes are like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why are we wasting an hour doing this? So we were watching Deadwood, but the thing with Deadwood that my wife doesn't like, and it doesn't bother me as much as it bothers her, but sometimes it does. It leaves me very confused. Is they use a lot of old Western slang and like metaphors and stuff.
Okay.
Like most people back then tried to talk very like intelligently, so they'd make like a lot of metaphors and shit.
Okay.
And we don't do that as much anymore nowadays.
Yeah, we talk like dumbasses.
Yeah. So
thanks, reality TV.
Yep. So Deadwood's a little bit hard to follow sometimes.
Okay.
I will say that even though this is set back in history, taboo that is, it's pretty common English. Like you can follow it pretty smoothly and try to figure out where you're going.
Okay.
Half the time I'm still just like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? But there's like, there's a lot of like, you can tell that his time spent over in Africa very much changed his perspective. And I would almost have to say like he's like a voodoo priestess or priest of some kind.
Like change gender there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you never know. Sometimes he controls other genders.
Okay.
So, it's we'll have to watch a trailer after this. So
Okay.
it's good. I like it. It's strange and it's interesting, and sometimes they have really cool like effects and makeup, and so
And Tom
really
Hardy's
like
naked, so there you go.
I mean, and sometimes you get to see like people fondle women's breasts, and I'm like, why are you fondling her breasts? But it's a medical exam. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that's some of the shit that I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, wait. Is it for fun or is it for a medical exam?
It's a medical exam. Like, they're trying to exercise her, so they're fondling her boobs. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, me too.
Can I just, like, watch that on a loop?
Probably.
Okay. Well, I'll think about that while you talk about the game releases for
All
this
right.
week.
Far. Loan sales. Nintendo Switch.
I've played that on Steam.
What is it?
That's the one where you are in this, like, desert, and you have this really weird, like, train thing that has a sail.
A train that has a sail.
Yes. I've made a quick look. I can show
I'll
you.
have to go back and watch this, yes.
It would be good on the Switch.
Okay. Sounds weird as fuck.
It is. That's why I like it.
Hotline Miami Collection Nintendo
Also
Switch.
excellent. You would kind of like that. You
Nice.
just
It's
go
like
around
shooting and stuff.
Yeah, you just go through and kill everyone.
It's
like John Wick before John Wick.
Hey, did you see Matrix 4 is coming out?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not so excited about this.
No, me either.
I was also not excited about Matrix 3.
That was not good.
Matrix 2 was like,
okay.
meh.
It was
Matrix
okay.
1 was amazing.
Yeah.
They should have stopped.
They should have, but they like money.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go with Matrix 4. Like,
I don't know. And it's the same people, and I'm like, okay, I know that, like, Keanu Reeves, like, hasn't... He's
we're in the middle of the Keanu... I can't remember how you say it.
Keanu.
The Renaissance with Keanu in the front. Keanu-sense.
I don't know.
There's
Never
like
heard of this.
It's
like all of his movies he's been in being
no, everyone loves him now, like, because he's like the internet's boyfriend. Like, he's nice and gentle, and he's caring, and blah 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 blah.
So the thing is, like,
there's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. There's gonna be one of those next year too.
All right, Vigor, which stands like Viagra. It's Xbox One. Super Shot, which is actually super hot.
Super hot.
Nintendo Switch.
That's cool.
Erotica, which is actually Erica for PS4. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution Nintendo Switch. Morphe's Law, which should say Murphy's Law.
No, it's Morphe's.
Yeah, Rad, PC, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Remnant from the Ashes. I need to get this.
Why? What is it?
I'm like 90% positive that's the game I reviewed last year.
Okay.
At PAX. We're gonna have to Google that shit. Google that shit right now, Tim.
Which one?
Remnant from the Ashes. PC, PS4, Xbox One, Power Punch 2, PC.
Okay, that's creepy.
Killer Queen
I literally
Black.
just typed the first 3 letters, and Google know what I wanted. REM.
Yeah.
And it has the whole title right there, top result.
FIA European Truck Racing Championship. Xbox One Truck Racing Championship, so not the European edition for the Nintendo Switch. The Yakuza Remastered Collection, that's going to give me my practice, and they get to join the Yakuza, PS4. Mechabolt, PS4, VR, Gift of Parthax, Xbox One. Smoot Summer Games, Xbox One. Unanaki, holy fuck, there's a lot of games. Nintendo Switch.
What was that one called again?
Unanaki.
Okay.
Unainaki. Unanaki. Fucking
Sure.
hell. PS4. For Rep Man, PC. Pato Box, Xbox. Black Desert Online is coming to PS4. Black Desert Online Sega Ages. Pyo is Nintendo Switch. Oh, holy shit. Gears Pop. iPhone, iPad, Android, Snooker 19, Nintendo Switch, Gnome's Garden Lost King, Xbox One.
You trying to read that or something, or what?
No, your wife just sent a weird-ass message.
Just to you?
I don't know. Gnome's Garden Lost King, I don't know if I said that or not, because now I'm like sidetracked by Tim's wife's weird-ass message she just sent. Xbox One.
I'm just going to let that slide that my wife is sending you weird-ass messages.
Did you not get it?
Not yet.
What the fuck? Marble in the Wood, PC. Plunge, PC, Nintendo Switch. Whipsy and the Lost Atlantis.
You're just talking like nonsense now. What?
Whipsy and the Lost Atlas.
Okay, I got a trailer for that game you wanted. If you
Xbox One, Nintendo. I want to know. Hold on. Just give me a second to see what the fuck your wife just messaged me, please.
Yeah, this is something I need to know about.
Wait, she deleted?
Oh, great. Let's play the trailer for Remnant.
Nope, she sent it to both of us. Alright, let's play the trailer for Remnant.
Remnant from the Ashes official launch trailer.
Yeah. Oh, and...
You have to play it. You have the audio.
Oh, right, cool. I know what I'm doing here.
There's one other game on there I want to know more about because I'll tell you later. The Perfect World of Gunfire Games.
It's dead. It's not.
Yes, this is the game.
Got.
Well, this is the guys that did.
It's got more.
The game I like too.
Yes.
To think.
This game I checked out at PAX last year. I fucking want to play this so bad.
Lots of monsters. Big monsters.
Big motherfucking monsters.
Space Marines.
Prepare to fight the root of all evil.
Sick.
I want to fucking play the game so bad.
Okay.
All right.
So the game I want to know more about is Killer Queen Black. We actually
Killer Queen is like an old arcade game.
It's not old. It came out, I'd say 4 years or less ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's a 10-player arcade game. There's two teams of 5.
And it's at, whatchamacallit?
It's at Ground Control, many other barcades around the country. I want to know how this works on Nintendo Switch. Because like I said, it's a 10-player game.
Well, that's true.
Like, do you just join random lobbies? Or what goes on?
Oh, that's a good point.
I don't know how this works. So I'm going to have to look into that.
All right.
But until I look into that.
You ready to head over to thebunsmashers.com? Check us out. We'll be dropping new episodes every single day during PAX.
Oh, great. Thanks for committing us to that.
Yep.
Asshole.
And until next week, don't forget to prime and shine.
always punch Nazis. And hell, KKK too.